Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Anджела. We are going to have a nice little 15-minute yoga session. It's going to be vinyasa yoga, which means we're going to be really focused on connecting our movements of our body with our breath. Okay, so that's the nature of vinyasa. We're going to really work on grounding and strengthening our body, okay? So that we can be better martial artists, that we're working here in the yoga practice without any external stimulus, right? Without somebody punching you in the face or choking you. But we're really working consciously on how do we practice here, right? This is like our ninja training. How do we practice working these elements of grounding, of feeling our body, of alignment, right? Of body alignment and breath. Okay, so I'm going to give you a short sequence. It's going to be a strong vinyasa flow, and we'll have some fun. Before we start, I want to teach you really quick Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi in Sanskrit means victorious breath. So it's a breath that creates a nice internal fire. It also activates the vagus nerve, which is right kind of around the back of your throat right here. So we create this little kind of hum or vibration at the back of your throat, which activates the vagus nerve, which then activates our parasympathetic nervous system, okay, which counterbalances the sympathetic nervous system that shoots adrenaline, cortisol into our bodies. Okay, so to practice Ujjayi breath, you can come into a comfortable seat. And I want you first to do this. Bring your hand in front of your mouth. Okay, so Ujjayi breath, it's just like you're fogging up a mirror or a window, but your lips are going to be sealed. So first, let's do it with our mouths open. Try to fog up your hand. Take a big inhale. Fog up your hand. Do it one more time. Inhale. Fog up your hand. Okay, now you can put your hand down, but it's that same action. You're going to inhale. You seal your lips this time, but you're still trying to fog up your hand. You're going to inhale. So once you start to get the hang of it, there's a sound to it. It sounds, you can think a few things. It's like ocean waves, like the ocean. Kind of sounds like Darth Vader too, but you pick your imagery. So again, let's do it for 5 breaths. Inhale. It's a long exhale. Inhale. 3 more times. Inhale. 2 more. Inhale. Can you hear it? Inhale. Okay, that's Ujjayi breath. We're going to practice that as we start to do some yoga asana or yoga postures. So what we're going to start with is child's pose. Bring your knees wide on your mat, or you could just use the ground. You could use the floor. You could use grass. Okay, bring your knees wide. Bring your hands in front of you. Arms will be long. As you reach your arms out, you're going to lift your elbows up. So we're in an active child's pose. You're going to drop your forehead down and just ground through your forehead by rocking a little bit side to side. You're safe in your body. You feel yourself here, right? You can even pick a mantra if you want. A mantra is a word or a phrase that you want to use to help you ground. For me, when I'm caught in a moment of fight, flight, or freeze, my mantra is, you're okay. You're okay. You're safe. You're safe. So choose yours. And then as you spread your fingers, you're gonna roll up. We're gonna come into what's called a tabletop position. Your shoulders are stacked right over your wrists. And we're gonna come into cat-cow, matching our body's movement with our breath. So mind-body connection. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin and round, really push the ground away. Inhale, you lift, your lips are sealed. Exhale, tuck your chin and round. One more time, inhale, lift, you look up. Exhale, tuck your chin, round, and come back to a neutral spine. Okay, look down at your hands, make sure there's equal space between all of your fingers. It's like you're pawing the ground, like you're a little cat. And go ahead and tuck your toes, draw your hips up and back. We'll find what's called downward facing dog. So you're gonna start to pedal out your feet, check out your hips. If you feel like your weight is forward here in your hands, bend your knees a little more to take the weight out. And it's like you're shooting arrows up through your sit bones. Okay, bring your big toes together to touch. Lift your right leg up and back. You're in a three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, open your hip. You can take a couple of knee circles here. Take one more good inhale. Exhale, release your right leg down. Lift your left leg up. Push the ground away. Spread through your left toes. Same thing here. You're bending your left knee. Couple knee circles. And right away, like pay attention, right? What's going on in your left hip? What's going on in your fingers? Take one more inhale. Exhale, release your left leg. Roll out to high plank. Your shoulders will stack right over your wrist. I want you to focus on scooping your tailbone under just a little bit. And then imagine there's a zipper and it's pulling up through your pelvic floor and your lower belly. So you have a nice strong neutral pelvis. Okay, this is helpful in martial arts. Again, we want to have alignment in our bodies. Shift forward onto your tiptoes. Bend your elbows. We're going to lower all the way down to your belly. Your elbows wrap into your rib cage for 3, 2, 1. Lift your chest. You're in what's called a baby cobra. You'll untuck your toes, roll your shoulders back. If you're used to kind of punching things, really important to find this back bend, right? To find this range of motion. Go ahead and spread your fingers. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Hips will go up and back. Take a big breath in. Big deep breath out. Walk your feet to your hands. We're coming into ragdoll for a few breaths to warm up your hamstrings, the back of your legs. You can always bend your knees a little bit here. You're gonna catch opposite elbows with your hands. And then I want you to really let your head be heavy. You can shake it out. So you really get that sense of letting go, right? Through your neck, your jaw. Release your arms, walk your toes to touch. You're gonna inhale to a flat back. Your hands will draw to your shins. Press against your shins. Lengthen your tailbone back. So again, you have this nice supported backbone. Take one more inhale. Exhale, you release, drop your head. Tuck your chin here, roll all the way up to stand. Arms reach up, eyes go up. You invite in a back bend. But your shoulders, they stay plugged out. And then hands are gonna draw into your heart. Take a moment here. I want you to close your eyes. Okay? Here's a great place where we can set an intention, a mantra. You know, you could re-declare your mantra. But mantras, intentions, they are very beautiful and effective grounding practices when we're in moments of conflict, when we're in moments where our brain is triggered in fight, flight, or freeze. Simple mantra can help us ground back into our body, make us feel safe and able to access our neocortex so that we can make choices rather than reactions. Okay, let's take a big breath in together here. Big deep breath out. Open your eyes. Sun salutation A's. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, you're gonna bow forward all the way down. Inhale, find a flat back, lift your chest. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank. Chaturanga, you're gonna shift forward. It's like a tricep push-up. Upward facing dog. Take a moment here, roll your shoulders back, and downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hips will go up and back. Take a big breath in together. Open your mouth this time, just let out a sound, a little vibration. Take one more inhale. Big exhale. Look forward, walk, or you could float your feet to your hands. Flat back, you're gonna inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Inhale, reach all the way up. Remember, your lips are sealed, hands to your heart. I just can't seal mine because I'm talking. Inhale, reach up, breathe. Bow forward as you exhale, nice and easy. Inhale, find a flat back. You lift. Plant your palms. You can step back, or you could also float back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, your thighs lift. You find that back bend. Downward facing dog, take your hips up and back. Take a big inhale, big exhale. I want you to set your gaze right between your feet so you have a strong point of focus. You can also see everything around you. We're practicing awareness here. Take an inhale, big exhale. Look forward. You can walk or float your feet to your hands. Flat back, breathe. Bow forward. Arms reach all the way up. Inhale together. Hands to your heart. Okay, moving into some sun salutation B's. You're gonna bend your knees. Your big toes are touching. There's a little space between your feet. It's like you're sitting back into an invisible chair. Arms reach up. As you sink back, you want to look down and make sure your knees are in line with your ankles. And then from here, I want you to give your tailbone just a baby scoop under. You're pulling up your zipper up through your pelvic floor so you have a strong neutral pelvis. Again, very important when you're doing physical work like martial arts. Arms reach up, pinky spiral in. Can you relax your shoulders a little bit? Are you still breathing? That's the practice here. Can you breathe right in the middle of things, right in the middle of strong sensation? Take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let that go. Flat back, you lift, you lengthen. Chaturanga, you step, or you can float. If you're floating, it's to bent elbows. Be kind to your joints. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Okay, from here, lift your right leg up. Curl your right knee in. Place your foot forward. Pause here. You're in a low lunge. Look down at your feet. Make sure they're on 2 tracks, not a tightrope. Okay, from there, you're going to rise into high lunge. In high lunge, your hips anchor down. And then for this first round, I want you to bend your elbows, hug your shoulder blades together, and then really lift up. Okay, you're breathing into this space across your chest. Again, really important if you're used to like punching people. This is an action you want to do to counterbalance. Okay, inhale, reach your arms up. And on the exhale, warrior 2, you're going to open. You stay where you are. I just want to turn to face you. So for warrior 2, your right toes are straight forward. Your left heel is rooted. What you're trying to work on is getting your right thigh parallel to your mat. Think 90-degree angle. Okay, relax your shoulders. Now let's work on the gaze here. Your eyes are set directly over your right middle finger. You're fully focused, but you can also see everything around you. So you're counteracting tunnel vision, right? That can sometimes happen when we are afraid. Flip your right palm up. From here, you're gonna reverse. Keep that nice bend in your right knee. Your left arm can come down your back leg, or you could reach around and take a little bind here. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, swim your arms down. Push yourself back to high plank. You step back. Chaturanga, your elbows wrap into your ribs. Upward facing, find the back bend, working full range of motion. Downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Take a big breath in. Big deep breath out. Left leg, lift it up. Curl your knee in. place your left foot forward, hold here in the low lunge. Are your feet on 2 tracks? You build everything from the ground up, so you have a strong foundation. Just like martial arts, balance, right, is a key here. And in fighting, balance is a key. Let's rise together. So we're practicing right here. Bend your elbows. This is also called hold the world pose. So you create space to really be open. You're creating a strong backbone, but a soft and malleable front. Inhale, reach up. Warrior 2. Okay, you stay where you are. I'm gonna turn to face you. Left toes are straight forward here. Relax your shoulders. You're rooting through the outer edges of your feet so you don't collapse in your arches. You build that strong foundation and then you breathe. Let's take 3 breaths, Ujjayi style, through your nose. Little Darth Vaders. Good, inhale, reverse, reach up. You get that nice opening through the left side of your body. Breathe in, and then exhale. You swim your arms through the air. You step back, high plank. Chaturanga, you shift and lower. Upward facing dog. Breathe here together. Downward facing. Okay, we're gonna put that all together, matching your movement and breath. We're gonna try to find a little bit of a rhythm. From here, bend your knees, look forward, walk or float, feet to hand. Flat back, inhale. Bow forward, you'll exhale. Chair pose, bend your knees, 1 breath up as you reach. Exhale, you just dive forward. Flat back, lift and lengthen. Chaturanga, step, or remember you can float back. Upward facing, find that back bend. Downward facing. Lift your right leg up. Curl your knee in. Place your right foot forward. High lunge, you rise. Warrior 2, open, expand. Inhale, reverse, stay rooted as you lift. Exhale, chaturanga, you swim back down. Okay, push back. Wrap your elbows in. Upward dog, lift your thighs. Downward facing. Left leg is gonna lift. Curl your knee, place your left foot forward. High lunge, breathe up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, you swim back through the air. You keep pushing your breath out. Upward dog, you inhale to the top. Downward facing dog. Come into child's pose, bring your knees wide, bring your forehead down. Remember your mantra, okay? Feel your breath moving through you. Feel the ground beneath you, beneath your hands, beneath your forehead. These are grounding practices, feeling our body, touching something solid, okay? Feeling our breath consciously move through us. Having a mantra to ground. Take 1 more inhale. Big deep exhale. And then go ahead and roll up into a comfortable seat. In yoga, when we bow out of practice, we say namaste, which just means kind of that divine in me and all of us bows and honors it in all of each other. You know, for martial artists, and my warrior spirit bows to your warrior spirit. So namaste. Thank you for training with me.